organised down here, just in case there's a bit of heat being splashed. Hi, my name is Ross McDermott. It must be lunchtime.
All down here.
So welcome along. Particular welcome to our friends from the US. These guys are travel from Beijing down to Australia, catch up with Perthman and ourselves, and it's great to have you along. So welcome to Australia. They're all, I think, first-time visitors to Australia, and certainly welcome to the International Coin and Banknote Fair, as well as, of course, to our launch today. I thought I'd take a few minutes, and only a few minutes, just to reflect on the last 12 months for the Royal Australian Mint, and then just give you a bit of a sense of some of the learnings that we've, I guess, taken from the last 12 months' activity. We're very careful not to sound like we're boasting, but when we do a few good things, we like to let people know about what we've done. For those who don't know, with our, I think I'll be competing with someone over here on my right, but okay. Those who don't know, we're the winners of the ACT Engineering Excellence Award for our Parvo coin, that's the curved coin. And we're now going to the National Awards program, which is coming up in a few weeks' time. So we're very excited about firstly winning that award against some projects. So it was the big and the small. There was this massive great dam was our competitor, and we actually ended up getting a joint winning arrangement. But nevertheless, it just is a reflection of the innovation and the attention to detail we get in production of the development of and production of our coins. We also were a winner of an export award in our region. We shouldn't necessarily, it's not a national award, but the fact that we actually were recognised within the ACT in the region for our export activity was also very encouraging. We're a finalist in the National Safety Awards, and if you haven't been to the Mint, I do encourage you to come and have a look, because you can eat your lunch, breakfast or dinner off the floor at the Mint, and I think that's a reflection of the fact that we have such an extraordinary safety record. Touch wood. And I guess the last bit for us was the release of the triangular coin to commemorate or celebrate the 25th anniversary of Parliament House. And that was a sellout within 3 weeks. We've also produced during the year a number of different designs in a very short lead time, which for us has been a challenge, because historically, as Ken would know, Ken Downing, who's just down here in the front, would know, our organisation's been very slow to respond to lots of things over the years, but we're working to try and improve that. So, Alan, don't laugh. We're working on it, and we know that we need to, if we're going to compete in the world marketplace, we have to be a lot faster to get product to marketplace. We've got the quality right generally, but we actually need to get to improve our processes. So what have we learnt in the last 12 months? About trying to create an industry where we get more young people and more people involved in collecting. Not an easy thing to address in this sort of marketplace, but what have we learned? We've learned that innovation is really important, both in physical product and the themes. And I know that many of you have been around this industry a lot longer than I have, and probably would say, well, that's pretty obvious, and probably it is, but we need to make sure that we continue to innovate in the products we produce. And the example of that, of course, is the curved coin, the triangular coin, which were the second of both of those in the world. We capture people's attention and imagination. And the second part of that, which is related to the first, is we need to make sure we lift the awareness levels associated with the innovations that we create and all the themes that we have. Because every time in the Royal Australian Mint we create an innovation or a new theme that's got some real strength to it, we get media attention. And I don't know, having spoken to a couple of the dealers today, I know that it has an impact on your business, because all of a sudden people start wanting to ring in and talk about that particular product. But while they're doing it, they also want to know about other products that might be available. And they'll look on your website if you have a website, and they'll start working their way through looking at all sorts of options. So we need to do more of that. I'm not sure how we do that, because it's very expensive to run major awareness campaigns. The next 12 months is going to be equally exciting for us, and we're here today to really launch the 2014 program, and I'll hand over to Mark Parker, our marketing director, in a moment to do that. I guess the year's going to start with what you'll hear about, but then it's going to finish to do that end of 2014 around a program that has a lot of relevance to Australia and relevance to some countries around the world, of course, which is the Anzac Commemoration Program. And if ever, and I know Ken would support this as well, if ever we are going to take advantage of trying to lift the awareness of this industry and what it can offer a whole range of new collectors, this has got to be the period of time. And between ourselves and Perth and anyone else who's involved in this industry, this year, start of 2014 to 2018, is has got to be a year in which we actually take advantage of what is a very strong emotional issue for this country, but one that we can leverage without being too commercial about it, to actually start getting more people into becoming collectors of coins and other memorabilia. So with that said, I'll hand over to Mark, who will now introduce the 2014 program to you. Thank you very much.